And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Mistakes out there, let's go! Let's make some plays out there. It's all about that teamwork. Yeah, unstoppable. Oh no, I can't look.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Teamwork, those chains. Keep them moving. Man up, man up. All right, here we go.
And they'll come up second and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
What's going on, guys?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And that went into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone. And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Grant is just on popular culture. This one's going to leave them water because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race across midfield. He's on his way. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, 79 yards. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Well, no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, a run with Gainwell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They're trying to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
A lot of times when you hear a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on second is Watson. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. A final shot before the break. Watson. And with the clock reading zeros, he is down to the end zone. Exclamation point to the end of the second quarter. Indeed. And they extend their lead. A little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first. Tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No need to panic. They just got to go with a 100% protocol and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A give running right is Chubb. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Completes to Zaccheaus. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They go play action with Hurts.
Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Hurts.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Here's 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Shrugs him off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too. And seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Jackson now. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the... And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one's incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Bateman once more. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now in front here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He finds his man complete. It's Grant. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, CD, when you chance of the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And quickly, they get to the line.
On second down, here's the option.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flush to his right.
And now Watson throws another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A give. This is Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun.
That went into the hands of Foles.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now Lamar changing the look. Hill.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And they'll accept that penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. For Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Watson off play action. And here he's got Grant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Jackson.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Jackson will throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
From the end zone, it's Strong. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw, Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Finding Nick Chubb on the slant.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
13 on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He's got it to the 43 here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want...
That is intercepted.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's third down at 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's first and 10. Here's Jackson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Throwing, Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Second down and 8.
Throwing now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
The option, here's Edwards.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back. Third and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, was strictly the run.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dalvin Tomlinson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
56 yards.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
First carry now for Pierre Strong.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Tying this ball game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson on 1st down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
3rd down and 1.
Throwing is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run again with Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This is Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Ford is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Now he's loose at the 40.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Ford. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You gotta make a move. You gotta make it happen. Good shot. No, we change it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Jackson to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Steps away. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Chubb.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he goes out right around the 39. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Man open, it's Goodwin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. Watson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jackson.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And now how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's Watson.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Watson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give them
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before.